taking in the blood-soaked mattress, spattered walls, and vile smell of rotting flesh. Wendy Patricus felt nausea rise in her stomach. It was a baptism of fire for the young lawyer, whose first big case was defending serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer. She sat through over 32 hours of interviews listening to the gory details of his horrific crimes, building a rapport with the killer, and feeling like Clarice Starling in Silence of the Lambs. But the visit to the Milwaukee flat where he murdered many of his 17 victims proved too much. The mattress was still there, sopping with blood, she recalls in new Netflix documentary Conversations with the Killer, the unheard Jeffrey Dahmer tapes. The odor in there was a combination of death, humidity, and blood. It was awful. I made it to the fire exit and the gagging turned to vomiting. Released for the first time for the 3-part documentary, out Friday. Wendy's interviews with the serial killer provide a chilling insight into the mind of a monster. Dahmer, who targeted athletic men and boys as young as 14, details how he drugged and raped his victims before strangling and dismembering them, keeping body parts as keepsakes. Driven by an overwhelming desire for company, he admits each murder was to stop the victim leaving him. In a hauntingly calm voice, he's heard telling Wendy, "I was looking for life companionship. Someone to spend the night with and of complete control over, to do with whatever I pleased. I felt like it was a waste that I couldn't keep them longer without having to kill them. But I didn't know any other way to make them stay, and to control them. I had no choice." Lawyer Gerald Boyle tells the program Dahmer's loneliness spurred his evil crimes. "There's no person I have ever met on this earth who was as lonely as Jeffrey Dahmer," he says. He had never been on a date, or been to a party. He had no friends, so he wasn't talking to anybody. He was a shell of a human being. In the harrowing tapes, Dahmer discusses his sick desire to keep victims alive, in a zombie state by drilling holes in their skulls and injecting acid